What is going on, guys? It is Duke, and today we are going to jump in and look at something a little bit more in depth, and that is going to be some war strategy tips for Town Hall 9s, especially talking about for Hog Raids. I know some guys could take or leave Hogs, and right now Town Hall 9, you really have to be able to hog a base for 3 stars if you want to help your clan out and get the victories. And the one main thing we're going to look at is targeting the queen. When you're looking at a base here, you really want to target the queen and take her out earlier. If you're doing a hog raid, it is imperative that you take out the queen, as you can see right here for Exodus, going in with his queen walk, picking out a base that the queen is flanked on the outside. If the queen is too far inside of the base and you do not get to her with a hog raid, more times than not, your raid is going to fail. That's why we're looking at these attacks here that are extremely successful. And you can see on the first half of the attack, the first phase is really all about going in, taking out the queen, and getting to that clan castle. You will see these guys over here in Red Onslaught do an amazing job with just that fact here. You do not want to release your hogs until the queen is disposed and the clan castle is taken down. But really the main part of that is getting rid of that queen. So when you're going through and checking out your bases, I know over time I've shown you many different types of attacks to use, whether it's Town Hall 9, 10, or 11. But really it all comes down to the base that you're scouting out. You do not have to do an extreme in-depth breakdown on say Discord or Skitch or whatnot. I know a lot of the higher level war clans, they do that, but really you have to know what you're looking at when you're looking at a base. It's not a smart thing to go ahead and attack a base where the queen's on the inside unless you are extremely confident that you're going to get all the way in there with your kill squad. But for the most part, with these hog raids, it's better to be bringing in more bang for your buck with the hogs. And in this case here with Exodus, using that queen walk, he was able to go through with the baby drag to funnel the queen right into the opposing queen. Meanwhile, it left him with a ton of bacon left over just to go through and wallop this base. So we're going to check out 4 different ones here. As you can see, this one's winding down, but Exodus did a really good job. The queen still has those healers on her back, 100% health. Hogs were able to go through and rip up the base. So check out that army comp, 25 hogs with 6 in the CC, 31 hogs here. So the initial phase of that attack is so important. The next one is mozzarella. So you can go ahead and you can see the queen and the clan castle are at the top. Now this one here, he has Kimmy has a ton of elixir pumps up there, so you're really going to have to do a good job of getting in there with your wizards, coming in with the golems, going to go in. The golems are going to take the heat. Meanwhile, the wizards are going to come from behind, and they are going to clear a path. Down goes the jump spell. It is right in the queen's face. Out comes the clan castle. Bowlers are going to go down. You're going to see the rage spell come down right on top. That is going to demolish the queen right away. Now, queen is down. Clan castle is down. Now it is time to go ahead and start bringing in the hogs. Mozzarella, what he starts to do is trickle them in kind of like a surgical fashion, because he's not spamming them all in with like a 1-finger, 2-finger drop here. So really I could tell what he was looking at with this base initially going in, whether or not he was going to hog the base, come with an air raid, or come with witches, which are also extremely popular right now. But because the queen was so wide open, and he knew that if he went with some double golems coming down, he could get in there and take out the initial phase of that attack. And as you can see, there's pretty much nothing left in no time. He has a good amount of hogs left for cleanup here, but he was able to just rip through the defenses on this base. So a lot of this is really how you implement your attack, but it's how you plan it out. Picking the right army for the right base is so imperative, especially at Town Hall 9 these days. I've been hearing pretty much 2 sides of the story. Some guys are saying that Town Hall 9 is extremely difficult. Some guys are saying that they think it's really easy. but I think for those guys who were saying that it's easy because they can look at a base and see right away what army comp they're going to be using. So that is so helpful. You want to really get used to eyeing up a base. Here is one where Moed123, he brings in old school HGHB. As you can see, the queen is down on that bottom compartment, and the clan castle is set in the middle. But he's going to go ahead and he's going to drop his giants down with the healers on their back. So really, he wants to get in there. HGHB, if you guys remember, is kind of like a slow moving, patient attack here. As you can see, he has 14 hogs ready to deploy once he gets through the initial phase. So now the giants are into that bottom compartment. Down goes the bowlers with the rage spell, and that queen is about to get targeted, and she goes down with like 0.8 seconds. Really right in her face were those bowlers. So as you can see, they're going to make their way up through the gut of the space. You have the king doing a little bit of a walkie around, going up towards those storages. Queen is in the middle with the giants in the bowlers, and that is really what you want to have happen. So now the clan castle pops out. Down goes the poison spell and the rage spell on those bowlers. The bowlers will go ahead and they will take out that clan castle. Now he's going to start bringing in the back end of the hogs here. He's got a couple down. He's not bringing them all in at once. As you can see, the majority of the defenses are all up on the top of this base, and that's when he's going to start bringing in from right to left the hogs. They're going to come down. He still has 2 heal spells in his bag, and just by looking at where the defenses are, you can see where he is going to drop those heals right in that little line of farm of Teslas here. So he's got 1 Expo left and 1 Wizard Tower, which he's going to make really quick work of. And as you can see, that last heal spell goes down right over top of that cannon. This base is wrecked here. Really good to see an old school attack, what is about a 1-year-old attack here, being used by a Moed123. He was able to go through and implement this in phases. A lot of patience are involved when you're using this style of attack here, but it was planned out really well and it went awesome. Went off without a hitch. So like I said, first, second, and third attacks here, we were able to see exactly what they're looking at, judging by where he was releasing the troops, dropping the troops, going with the heal spells. Last one we're going to look at here is by Exodus, and he is going to be coming right at that queen. As you can see, he has 25 hogs, and the queen is going to lock in on those gold storages. Now, it looks like the True Empire guy, he puts those gold storages right in front of the queen to slow her down because he thinks that's where she's going to be coming at. And as you can see, Exodus drops down the poison spell right over the opposing queen, not really to so much take away the health from her, but to slow her down. Because once his queen knocks out that wizard tower, it's time to go ahead and turn and lock on the opposing queen, and she goes down. It's time to bring some wall breakers in, and they veer off to the left a little bit, but as you can see, they get the job done. They poke a hole in there, and they also pull the clan castle. But now we have a drag and a couple loons coming out, and he's going to drop a rage spell right in front of those healers just to pump them up and raise them, helping her out. Queen, she's going to go ahead and bang out that dragon. Loons are about to go down, and at 3 o'clock, it is time to bring in the hogs. They're going to be rolling through, ripping in across this base, and it's time to go ahead and maybe thinking about bringing in that king, as he still has that in his bag. The healers, I mean the hogs are going to come right through the center of this base, right into the center core there. We got a bomb in there. We got the bomb towers are going to be in there. They go ahead and they take them out. More hogs on the bottom, right on that bottom wizard tower, which is focused on that king, which was huge because it did not do any damage whatsoever to those hogs. All the wizard towers are down. That final expo is about to drop, and this base is wrecked here. So as you can see, if you guys are a little bit uneasy using hogs, these are some of your main tips here. The #1 overall tip is to go ahead and target that queen. Take her out, knowing exactly how you want to get rid of her. Make sure you find a base where the queen is really accessible. Do not go after a queen that is a little bit too deep, because so many things that can go wrong with these bases, whether your troops go left, right, up, down. Make sure you're targeting. Make sure you're 100% that you are going to go ahead and deliver the knockout blow to her, because once you kill that queen, you can really go ahead and have a successful raid as shown in these attacks here. So let me know down below, are you guys hoggers, or are you afraid of hogs, or are you air guys? I'd really like to know. I didn't hog a ton until the end of Town Hall 9, but I was able to get with some guys and have them show me the ropes of hogs, and hopefully this video here can help you out bringing home some more 3-star attacks. And guys, we will catch you later.